Working for you in the spirit of Arkansas. This is Channel 7 News Nightside with Christina Munoz, Scott Inman, weather with Chief Meteorologist Ned Permy, and sports with Steve Sullivan.
Coming up next, the 2008 season ended for Joe Johnson a little over a month ago. He's already getting ready for the 2009 season. These are great times for Joe Johnson. This past season, he averaged 21.7 points, 5.8 assists, and 4.5 rebounds a game. He was an NBA All-Star, and he almost single-handedly shot my Celtics out of the playoffs. Joe just finished a long NBA season. We're talking about a guy who averaged 40 minutes a game. No rest for Joe. These days, you can find Joe working 5 days a week with his trainer, Dave Wood, at the Absolute Athlete in West Little Rock. They have a great setup over there for Joe. Joe was back in the gym a little over a week after losing Game 7 to the Celtics. He believes the Hawks are on the verge of doing big things, and he wants to be in the best shape of his NBA career.
You know, I'm just taking my time to, to really stay in shape and come out here and work out and work hard until the season starts again because, we had a great moment.
And since he started, Sully, he hasn't missed a day working out, and that's even been coming in 6 o'clock in the morning and as late as 9 o'clock at night.
How much fun was it lighting up Boston and going 7 games with the Celtics when no one gave you a chance?
It was enjoyable. I enjoyed the moment. Wish we could have got, a close game in Boston, but, playing against a team in the playoffs that drafted me, that was special. It was a special moment, man. I had a lot of fun, and I was really impressed with our play at home. Like you say, nobody gave us a chance. Everybody thought we was going to get swept, and we proved everybody wrong. We took a great team 7 games.
And you won't find a nicer guy than Joe Johnson. His dedication, got off the plane, it was raining, went straight to the gym and worked out at 8:30 tonight.
Yeah.
But a great guy.
Going to turn into a long career, I guess.
Yeah, staying in that kind of shape.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Sully, thank you.
You're watching Channel 7 News Nightside.
3 guys who played high school ball at Central with Freddie Fairchild are enjoying life as UAPB Golden Lions. Mickey D and the touchdown machine, Kevin Thornton and Michael Witherspoon have been doing a lot of sweating working with trainer Dave Wood at Absolute Athlete in West Little Rock. Hey, these Lions can't wait to go up against Nathan Brown and the UCA Bears this season at War Memorial.
It's really exciting to get to play in a home crowd. Little Rock will be a home game for us playing UCA, which is a big rival between Pine Bluff and UCA, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I saw a couple of his clips on the TV, but I don't know too much about him, but I think our defense will be ready for him. Hope they got a good defense too, because I'm coming for him.
It's going to be a real exciting game. Nice atmosphere. We're playing against one of our old teammates, Brad Gordon. He's going to be a senior offensive lineman. I just want to get after it and hopefully pick off Nathan Brown.
Pick off Nathan Brown. We'll see. It should be fun.
Channel 7 News, Good Morning Arkansas, with Steve Powell, Melinda Mayo, Beth Hunt with news, meteorologist Barry Brandt, and special reports from Jason Harper.
Coming up a little later in the show, in fact, the second half, Jason Peterson in with another We Try It Before You Buy It. And he's actually gotten the help of David Wood of Absolute Athlete to try out, as you might guess, sort of one of these new fitness gadgets they want you to buy because it's going to transform you. Well, is it? It's called the Bean, and it's sort of a chair that helps you work out. And I guess I see why they call it the Bean. It looks like a big kidney bean.
It looks like a big bean. There are so many gadgets out there in the fitness world, and David Wood is so good at getting to the bottom of which ones are just a bunch of junk. So we'll find out about the Bean a little bit later on. I'm Jason Peterson, has something called the Bean. He gave me the box here, which is one of these new fitness gadgets, which is bigger than the box. I know this because there's a picture of it when it is put together, but right now Jason is over on the other side of the studio attempting to inflate this thing. This is still pretty big, Jason.
This is the turbo pump. That's what they call it.
Really?
It comes with the turbo pump. Hey, you want to get lean? You need the Bean. At least that's what they say. We found this at Target. It's about $50, so we're going to put it to the test. And we've got an expert fitness guy, David Wood. He's here with Absolute Athlete. He's going to put us through the paces on the Bean and see if it's all it's cracked up to be.
So you have this. You have the second rockiness bod here in the studio this morning.
Yeah, well, or third or fourth.
Yeah, it's a small studio.
Part of the workout may be just blowing the thing up. breaking a sweat as we speak. So we'll find out what David
Triceps
thinks.
are looking really good over there.
Exactly.
And we probably have some great fitness tips for him while he's here too, because if you can work
oh my goodness,
this fitness apparatus like Jason Peterson can, you too can have that really phenomenal physique, just like Jason. We're coming back with We Try It Before You Buy It. We're going to get somebody who's actually fit in here to try this thing coming up. Stay with us. We'll be back with more Good Morning Arkansas.
Do you wear sandals? How do you do that?
Oh, this is already a funny segment. The product is called The Bean. It's our We Try It Before You Buy It product for the week. As seen on television, Jason Peterson has just got this thing blown up, and you're already working out.
I'm trying to figure out, that's why David's here. I can't figure out the best ways to use this thing.
I've never personally seen the Bean before, and I'm trying to figure out the best ways to use it. So it's, you know, on the box it shows for you to come down here, bring your feet out a little bit further.
Right.
And I think the selling point of the Bean, well, first of all, it'll get you lean.
It's easier on your back, that's what they say.
Yeah, it's easier on your back. I don't know if I'm quite buying that or not, but cross your arms over here in the front, breathe out as you come up, and go ahead and just do a bean crunch. There you go. There you go.
But you could do a ton of these, whereas a sit-up, if you do 50, you're really struggling.
But
I
do
can
you
do
feel
500.
anything when you
No,
do
I don't feel a thing. I feel like I'm just rocking in a rocking chair.
Let's try a bean up on it. Instead of a push-up, now instead a bean up. So go ahead and just lay face down with your arms out here in front of the bean. This is another...
David, I'm sure you have products similar to this at Absolute Athlete. I mean, the big ball is something that you use a lot of. I mean, this is sort of a take on that, right? I
think this would be a bad take on the Swiss ball.
Okay.
There's no way.
Because like the Swiss ball doesn't move like that. It legitimately, you get a guy on a Swiss ball and you put his feet on it and you do 15 push-ups and you're a stud.
So that's not doing anything.
You know, I mean, it's a. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, despite what they may claim on these commercials or whatever, if you're not feeling anything, it's probably not working, right?
It's probably not working. I can't try the bean layover here. That's another one on the box.
On my back?
Lay over on your back. It's supposed to stretch your back out.
Well, this might be more of a flexibility Pilates type
flexibility
thing.
Pilates type gig
it mentions Pilates and yoga as a tool for those on the box here.
So that would just be a bean layover there.
Maybe if you did sit-ups that way.
Bean sit-up. You're supposed to be able to do hip bridges on it. If you flip the bean back over, this is. And you said this was $50?
$50.
$50 seems a lot. It looks essentially like a raft you might take to the pool.
You're gonna lay your back or lay right here and keep your hips out there like that.
Oh, okay.
All right. And then all you're gonna do now, go ahead and lay on back into the bean. Feel the bean. Bring your feet a little closer in towards you. Now all we're gonna do is go ahead and relax on the bean. It's good for your back. Raise your hips all the way up and then all the way back down. And that would be the bean hip lift that they're showing on the box.
Now, David is a serious trainer. He's helping Joe Johnson get ready for the next NBA season. Do you want to use this? Do you want to take this back to Joe and say, Joe, this is the key to your next big contract?
Does Joe have a pool?
The bean.
If it came with a cup holder, it'd be a lot more useful, right? Listen, in defense of the bean, it is as seen on TV, and you mentioned the price was $50, but you do get a couple of things with.
You get an instruction manual, which obviously we didn't watch, which could help, and it shows pictures on there of different things you can do.
Which we did.
It seemed more of a toner than a lean muscle builder.
Yeah, and an instruction guide, which looks like a pretty thick instruction guide there. So
here's where I'm at though. The more I'm around stuff like this, I mean, first of all, have you ever seen this in a gym? No. And this is the first time I've ever seen it. And I look at catalogs with different types of exercise equipment every day to try to find something out on the market that's going to be useful.
That's one of the things.
But see,
what is that? That's downward facing bean dog.
That's a child's pose in yoga, I believe, if I'm not butchering yoga. But you wouldn't need the bean to do that. You could just do that on the floor.
Right.
If you look at something like this and it's going to help you to go work out, then by all means, I mean, you could get on here and jump around and do stuff on the bean, and it's not the best thing to be on, I wouldn't believe, but if it's gonna...
But if it's a source of motivation, heck, why not?
If it's a source of motivation, and there's cheaper things that you could do by as sources of motivation than the bean that's gonna do you better than the bean.
Yeah.
And it'll help get you lean.
But you make a great point, if it gets you moving, then it can't be all bad. Jason, where do folks find this?
I found this at Target.
Okay. And it comes with the bean repair kit, too.
If you really get going on the bean, you may bust a hole in it.
Get a little carried away on the bean and you get a hole in it. All right, good stuff. You can find it, as Jason mentioned, probably on an infomercial as well. All right, David Wood of Athlete, thanks a lot. Appreciate you being here. Coming back after this, go ahead and just push him on over.